week again. My name is Jiwo, with me, the one and only Mr. World B Flat himself, Kyrie.
Yo, what's up?
Absent si Lance kay US probs. Nagsulong pa doon siya sa White House. Sabi siya doon. And last but not the least, Johnny freaking Pampa. Give it up for David Abelia. Yeah.
At least I have 2 L's in my name. Unlike Kyrie, he has 3 L's.
Oh! Oh, bay, nag-start ng debate nyo ngayon pa lang. Wala pa gani. So,
yes.
Alright, catch us on YouTube and Spotify. YouTube, The Cross Court, and Spotify, The Basketball Zen. So, thank you for everyone who is tuning into this podcast, weekly podcast. You're just doing this for fun, and so far, we had Kyrie had some fun with gaining his third straight na lose. And sa mga nagsusunod sa Facebook page namin, we made fun of Kyrie. And today, before we start, bros, mag-share screen na lang siguro ako. I-share screen ko yung punishment ni Kyrie for the fun of it. So, mag-pick kami ngayon naglagay kami ng mga 10 na mga possible na punishment for Kyrie. So, share ko ngayon. So, ayan. Shout out sa aking. Ayan. Sige. Makita lang, bros.
Yes.
Sige. Kai, ready na ka?
Oo ka sa ready.
So, sige, tingnan natin kung ang first to 10. Okay na bang lahat? Like, baka itong number 6 brutal masyado para kay Kyrie or ano.
Yo, sa wax. Ay, ako ka lang sa Claydo. Buta ka lang Claydo.
Dili bay, wax jud bay.
Wax. O saan ang wax ka nang i-rip off?
No, not na hair. Yung pwede siguro sa leg hair. Leg hair na lang.
Sige, pwede, okay. Ang gisip ko
wag naman dire bay ka.
Ang gisip ko kay ilok.
Sakit kayo.
So yeah, sige.
Pwede pud ilok.
Change of prof pick. Kami mag-decide gapon ani. Push up, very easy. Cinnamon challenge, TikTok, 4 tablespoons of hot sauce, waxer, wear makeup. Ito favorite ko, number 8. Looking forward to this if ever. And number 9, dance to budot. Siguro pwede siya videohan ba para makita sa basketball world ba. And 10 tablespoons of bagoong. So, Kai, ready na? Siguro bigyan siguro natin ng chance si Kyrie no. Papiliin natin siya isa niya. Ang second is spin the wheel natin. Okay lang, David? Hello?
Yeah, you're there.
Fights pa.
Sige, Kai, anong number gusto mo, Kai? Para yun yung first mo na punishment. Tapos ang second, Kai, spin natin ang wheel.
Ano ko by push up by.
Push up, okay. Sige, kami magpipili sa number. So, yun yung ano. So, okay, for Kyrie's second punishment, kay Louie kay siya. Let's go! Number 8 lang, please. Up!
Ay, salamat.
Kapit na TikTok. So, 4 tablespoons of hot sauce. So,
Fights.
at least, kay kayo na yung dalawa mo na punishment. So, alright, congrats sa'yo. So, alright, let's start. So, very, very fun week this week. Ang pinaka-recent nata ng news before we go to the headline cut na nakalagay dito sa screen, nilagay namin sa screen kay. Kuha lang sa inyong reaction, guys. So, anong take nyo sa first Lamelo Ball being the youngest player on to score a triple-double game. So, Kai?
I think it's very impressive for someone 19 years old to be able to fill up the stat sheet like that. I mean, it's
Roy.
No.
Ay.
Not so early. So it's still so early. I think it's very noteworthy, and also shout out lang to the youngest before Lamelo, si Markel Fultz. Get well soon, but yeah, but for Lamelo, it's very impressive, and congratulations to him.
Okay. Ikaw, bro, David.
At least I have something to use in the debate. So, yeah, para pag nakita na ko, it's like perfect chance. And then, I'm happy for him. The youngest ever in history to make a
Lonzo pala
triple-double.
pipili. Lamelo sa'yo pala. Okay, Lamelo.
Yes. So I'm happy for I'm happy for him, and it's not every day you break a record, and you broke, I think it was Magic's record that he broke for the youngest na triple double.
Hindi,
So
Si
si
Markel
Markel
Fultz.
Fultz.
Michael Fultz. So again, kamalas niya ba pero we wish him luck for a speedy recovery,
No?
and
Tama,
yeah.
okay ra po siya. Lugi kay siya kay kung kailan na on the rise na kanyang ano ba, parang he is establishing himself to be a legitimate na point guard in this league. So, sabi sa RIP ba, pero get well soon. Get well soon, Marco Paul. So, sige, first na headline cut, flash namin ngayon. It's about Kyrie. Not Kyrie the Chavez, but Kyrie Irving. So, nakalagay dito na Kyrie Irving will not fly with the Nets to Memphis tonight and will miss Friday's game. And isa sa mga reasons niya kung bakit wala siya naglaro sa 76ers is for personal reasons. I just didn't want to play. So any thoughts on that, Kai? Ano masabi mo sa yung co-flat earther?
For me, siguro ito na yung start ng drama.
No!
Ito na yung start ng drama because let's face it, parang Kyrie Irving essentially said na parang fuck it, parang I'll take a personal day off without informing the coaches, the upper office, the front office and that. So parang hopefully not, pero I think na ito na yung start ng drama good na because even Steve Nash was asked about it and he was not notified. And imagine that's like telling your boss na you don't know where your employee is. So hopefully not, pero I think this is the start of the drama.
All right. Ikaw, David, any takes on the Kyrie drama?
To be honest, he should be fined
Yeah.
by the organization itself. He should be fined kasi you know how many people around the world who wants to become an NBA player. You know how many people around the world who want to become an NBA player, and you're already an NBA player plus kana imong attitude. What do you make as a role model? No, it's really bad, or especially for upcoming ballers, for dreamers, lalo na mga dreamers. Kasi a child's dream is literally as valuable as gold. And if a child sees that, then it's parang you're like, anong klaseng role model? So, Kyrie should be fined for, like, if he misses the game dahil, let's say, for sickness, COVID, or family reasons, talaga simba ko, knocking on wood, or anything, then I understand. Pero pag ana siya, like, dili ko feel magdula. Ana, dude, if you do that in football, they'll fine you. They'll fine you talaga. So he should be fined. I mean, I think even Kyrie, the other Kyrie near me, agrees with me na he should be fined talaga.
Yeah,
So
he should be. He should be.
Agree din ako actually kasi isa sa mga kailangan ngayon ng NBA are viewers. And siguro if ever casual NBA fan makita na Brooklyn Nets na si Caris LeVert lang, salute kay Caris LeVert for scoring 43 points. Pero still Kyrie is a household name, so we need him on TV ba. So ako ba kay siguro ka ng based daw, tama si Kyrie na wala nang notify si Nash, pero nag-notify daw siya sa yung teammates, di ba? Tapos na-shock ko, bakit wala sa GC si Nash? Tapos like, na-realize ko na coach pala siya, kaya ma-feel ko magod na one of the boys siya ba. Pero yeah, dapat na hindi mo na panic button ang Nets ngayon. Diba, out of nowhere, Kyrie for Harden because diba? Out of nowhere ba?
Oo ka sa Kyrie for Harden.
Okay lang sa ko. Basta si Kyrie, parungan lang niya yung sarili. Kasi wala siya nakapasage that morning. So, siguro yun yung kanyang personal problem. So, alright. Second headline cut natin, guys. So, we're going to the Washington Wizards or the Washington Bullets to the mga vintage na fans dyan. So, Bradley Beal scored 101 points in his last 2 games and both of them were losses. Yung isa kay 60 points, diba? So, any takes on that, Kai, na parang same team lang yapon, same team ba to last year or baka may chance sila maka playoffs or some defense, ano bro?
I think they need an urgent upgrade sa kanilang front court position for them to have a chance at the playoff spot. I mean, the offense is not a problem actually. They got Westbrook, Beal, and Thomas Bryant for that. But as I've said, the defense is the problem. If you can't stop people from scoring, and you're gonna have a hard time winning games in the NBA. So I think they really need to upgrade their defense. So siguro they need a defensive specialist at the wing or at the center to address that problem because right now it's really keeping them from achieving that ceiling that they have. Because they actually on paper they're a good team. They got Beal, they got Westbrook, they got young promising rookies like Hachimura. But as I've said, it's the defense that helps you win when your offense is not clicking. So yeah, I think they need to upgrade that.
Ganit. Tapos ang isang panalo, dalawa pa ata panalo nila ngayon. Tapos ang isang lang panalo yung nag-choke with si Kyrie pati si Durant. Nakita mo yan?
Yeah.
Sakit yun ba? Ikaw, David.
No, because like speaking of that, kasi there was like this thing na parang si Kyrie said, oh, I don't need to worry if I don't get the shot. At least I have Kevin Durant.
Ganit. Shots fired kay LeBron.
Like kay ganitang like that post didn't age well. Na to the fact na parang na-miss ka ni si Kyrie, na-miss po si Durant. So unsa man jud. So anyways, going back to the topic. It's impressive for Bradley Beal. I mean, not a lot of people are. Yes, he's a superstar in Washington, pero not like for the public audience. Like siguro kung mga casual NBA fans, you would say, "Do you know Bradley Beal?" There's like, "Who that?" Parang ganyan. If you go casual, pero he needs to have respect naman din. It's not just only Russell Westbrook. I mean, Bradley Beal has been in the Washington Wizards for God knows how many years. Siguro since ano pa ko high school na pa siya dito. So just to say na he's very important. But yes, it's impressive. 101 points in last two games. Sana all. Even ikaw din, Joel. Like that would be it would be crazy, di ba? Mag 101 points. Pero at the end of the day,
NBA 2K, kaya.
kaya, di ba? Pero at the end of the day, it's useless if your team is getting L's.
But
L's
I
after
have a
L's
question. But
after
do you
L's.
think na Bradley Beal will, siguro, in this season, I would request a trade?
Not necessarily. I think he loves Washington too much. And I think his family is there din sa Washington eh. You know, yes, I understand na you wanna win a championship kasi that's the whole purpose of the NBA. Find
Sayang
a
prime niya,
team,
no?
play well, and win a championship. Yes, that's true. Pero feeling ko people shouldn't count out the Washington Wizards yet. Maybe if the season doesn't go well for them, pasensya lang. I mean, baka it's the rebuilding stage post John Wall or mga ganyan. So, I mean, they beat us in the playoffs before. So, I mean, diba, like talking as a Celtics fan and everything. Pero we should give, Washington maybe for now they're not doing well. Pero they are rebuilding pa eh. So, we should give them time.
Yun nga. Siguro, feeling ko rin tama si Kyrie, feel ko, they are only one front court away from becoming a legitimate playoff team. So yeah, so all right, let's next headline cut natin, guys. So we don't talk about the New York Knicks that much here, pero bigyan natin sila ng love ngayon kay they are currently in the fifth seed, 5-4 neta sila. Pero still, it's a shocker na above 500 ang Knicks ngayon. Tapos yung isa sa mga notable na nangyari this week is Austin Rivers scoring 14 points in the last parts of the fourth quarter. So any takes on that? Is New York for real, kay Bale? Do you think na Randall, Barrett, and those young boys has a chance of become relevant in the NBA? So Kai?
People I think overlook the Knicks, but I'm looking at the stat sheet right now and I'm seeing Julius Randle averaging more than 22 points, 12 rebounds, and 7 assists. I mean, that's crazy stats for someone parang overlooked good. So, I mean, Julius Randle's been overlooked, I think, for his entire career because of defensive issues. Pero right now, he's showing I think he's carrying the Knicks right now. And I think that it's worthy. Another person I like to mention is Mitchell Robinson. But I'm seeing highlights tapos in the defensive side I think he's everywhere. I mean, you have to constantly look over your shoulders when he's around the rim. So yeah, I think the Knicks are legit. I mean, I've read Austin Rivers quote, and he says that this team is really something, and the Knicks this year is not a bad team. So I think I'll take his opinion on that, and I'm thinking this team is really legit. I mean, they got some great prospects like R.J. Barrett, Kevin Knox, and I think siguro it's a hot take, but I think they'll make the playoffs this year
Char.
if they continue this performance.
Bitaw,
Oh.
actually, and I feel ko mas malaki ang chance na makasali sila ng play-in tournament kay top 10 mungod sa East. Tapos, who knows, diba? And if ever one of them would be an all-star, siguro baka si Julius Randle siguro, no?
Mm.
Parang kayo, Zion Williamson without hops. Nakalimutan ko sino nagsabi nun, pero yeah. Ikaw David.
I mean, let's be honest, like we didn't expect them to be there. I mean, we all know that the Knicks aren't parang cursed sila. I mean, don't get me wrong, their organization has been in shambles talaga. I mean, their president is a headless chicken, getting useless draft picks after draft picks. And, they even said like, if a New York Knicks gets a European player, there's this video saying now, oh my God, we got another football player, we got another soccer player dahil sa how do you say their last name. Pero yeah, I mean, if a squad like that with not really known names, pero just parang mid-level names can have 5 wins and 4 losses lang, and it's fifth in the whole Eastern Conference, then kudos to them. I mean, who am I to judge, diba? I mean, good for New York Knicks fans who have been suffering for years, diba? Like really suffering. Pero
Shout outs to
it,
Stephen A.
yeah, especially to Stephen A. Smith. Pero feeling ko it's just 9 games pa lang. I mean, we have other 60 plus games, tama? Yeah, 60 plus games. So I wouldn't um ano yan, parang ahead of myself kung ganyan. The season is still long. Who knows, out of nowhere, like 13th or 12th seed might even go there, might even change. So the season's still long.
Oh, bay. Tapos nakatawa na lang ako ba sa ESPN, parang ang question yata kay between Max Kellerman and Stephen A. kay who is the more exciting New York team. Tapos Stephen A. give up talaga na New York o talaga niya. Yung nag-respond na si Max Kellerman. Are you it's ridiculous no kaya bakit i-take niya yung New York Knicks over the top two player na of Kevin Durant and Kyrie Irving na proven himself na na all-star talaga. So still I still hope for kaya naluwi kasi ako naluwi talaga sa mga New York fans, especially yung mga nag-asa na may chance sila yung naglipat si Melo, yung nagbigay ng sparkle of hope yung nangyari yung Linsanity. I love that Linsanity era, man. So yeah.
Yeah, people
That's
aren't
good.
really giving too much chances to Jeremy Lin. That's why nagkala ang kanyang na murag niwala ang kanyang form. But if you give Jeremy Lin talaga a chance, like legit chance, not just benching him and like that, Linsanity might be back. I mean,
Bye-bye.
people are just disrespecting Jeremy Lin
Warriors
like
na siya
that.
ngayon
I mean,
sa G League, di ba?
yeah, yung Santa Cruz or Santa Monica
Santa Cruz.
Warriors ang
Santa
pangalan.
Cruz
Parang
Warriors.
Santa Cruz Warriors. So,
Um,
they should don't disrespect Jeremy Lin. I mean, he won a championship, so yeah.
Yeah, ring collector. So hindi actually si Jeremy Lin ba isa sa mga kasi nalingaw talaga ako sa kanyang laro. It was so entertaining nung nangyari yung Linsanity to the point na nagkagawa ng created players sa 2K. Kay ganun ako na hook kay Jeremy Lin, natalo na sila Kobe, 37 points siya noon, nanana. So isa rin kasi ang kanyang coach noon is none other than Mike D'Antoni, and bigay na sa kanya yung susi na to run the pick and roll. So yun, very effective yun. And kaya siguro na hindi na siya ganyan effective sa following years. Pero actually, okay pa rin siya. in Brooklyn, in Charlotte Hornets, he is a solid player. Siguro hindi lang siya naging doon na ng level kasi feeling ko na more on dominant siya sa ball. So wala yung siguro na pero nung nasa China siya, the Mighty Ducks yata, Beijing Ducks yata yan. Kaya he's like a god there. So yeah, props to Jeremy Lin.
Oh, yeah, props to him, man.
Yeah, so excited na sa actually sa amin ni Lance and Carl Carigo, shout outs kay we have this trash talk to each other. Kaya ang ginagamit ko talaga palagi si Jeremy Lin for some reason yung nasa Brooklyn pa siya. tas ang every time makashoot ako, kaya ang ginasabi ko kay Lance kay he's not an Asian, he's a B-shan. Nag-aaral ako, you're not an Asian. You're not a B-shan.
No, you're not a B-shan. You're an Asian.
You're not a B-shan. You're Asian. Ling-ling. Nag-aaral. So, yeah. So, isa din sa mga inside jokes namin ni Lance. So, yeah. All right. Okay, let's proceed to one of our common weekly segments of the week is the Real Talk questions, where we answer your burning questions. So, ang first question natin is the siguro nakalagay lang ito, any game reactions or any highlights na nangyari sa week na you want to share to us. So, ako na lang mag-start because I want to emphasize the greatness of my boy Stephen Curry. Scored 60 points, 62 points. Tapos yun, na-silence na talaga yung kanyang mga doubters nun. After nun he scored 30 points against the Kings. Doon natalo sila sa Clippers, nakabawi man agad kahapon. So, I feel like Stephen Curry's back and Draymond Green is a big part of it. Kahit na triple single every game na lang si Draymond. Still Stephen Curry contributes in a way na Draymond Green still contributes in a way na yun naging 5-3 ba or 6-3 ng Warriors. So props to the Warriors so ikaw Kai, baka any notable na games so week or highlights na share mo?
I think I'm sticking with the Bradley Beal na games I mean, as sad as it is na they lose those two games. I mean, it's fun seeing a player go on a tear. I mean, it's offense is really beautiful to watch kasi. So, when Bradley Beal is filling the buckets. So, yeah. Parang it reminds me a bit of siguro Kobe on those scoring tears.
Ooh.
And in as much as those as kasi in a way similar magkakita ng playing style. I mean, siguro Curry is not as much kasi he's a 3-point scorer. So yeah, I think Bradley Beal for me. He's 101 points in 2 games.
Speaking of Kobe, babangan natin Kyrie's rendition of the Dear Basketball by Kobe Bryant. So ilagay natin sa YouTube, sa Facebook, sa lahat ng platforms dito sa CrossCourt para feature ang ni Kyrie. Alright. Sige, before we proceed to David, Kai, who do you think is the greatest wizard of all time? Kinakita ko sa post sa Slam na parang gilagay nila yung mga greatest wizards. So, do you have any takes on that? Si Jordan ba? Si Jerry Stackhouse?
Greatest wizards ba?
Agent Zero.
I have to go with someone who I've known tapos same era lang with my life. Siguro I'd go with Gilbert Arenas by.
Gilbert Arenas.
Gilbert
Do you
Arenas
think na
by Agent
Gilbert
Zero
Arenas has a better wizard career than Bradley Beal right now?
No. I think siguro yung peak Arenas was better than peak Beal, but I think Bradley Beal has proven himself consistently in a much longer scale than Gilbert Arenas.
Alright. Ikaw David, before you proceed to your take by greatest wizard you have any? Jordan?
Well, no, not really, because it was like parang, no, decaying is harsh word. Pero lang, like
50, bro.
I mean, a decent Jordan, decent last years of Jordan. So I wouldn't say that. No, I have to agree with Kyrie. Gotta be Agent Zero. He has more impact than any other wizard. He has brought, like post Jordan, he has brought he has brought the name of the Wizards like on spotlight talaga. And I still remember his shot na he just shot it and he didn't even look if it went in. Classic.
Ginawa rin niya ni Nick Young ba
Yeah. Pero Gilbert Arenas by, and the things he did off court, they like his blogs, not vlogs, blogs, like writing talaga, and everything. So yeah, pero yeah, I agree din with Kyrie na parang in the long run Bradley Beal has become pero you wouldn't say like the Washington Wizard is Bradley Beal's team. You wouldn't even hear that. Like, pero pag Gilbert Arenas, ay, that's his team. Like, parang, if
Yeah.
you say before, during the early 2000s, Gilbert Arenas, you would say Washington Wizards. Or kung Washington Wizards, Gilbert Arenas. So, yeah.
Yeah. Isa rin sa top tiers na Anton Jameson, Caron Butler, yun yung mga notable. Sige Brian, may gusto ko i-highlight na games this week na was siguro sa'yo, significant.
Hmm. Yo, that game ng 76ers by that the rookie with the wrong picture scored like 30 plus points.
Tyrese Maxey.
I'm like, sige, don't put like just put his picture na lang ganyan na may sweater, baka he might even score even better. Pero I mean, the 76ers have, like, even the Celtics and 76ers have little active players due to injury. It's either I think this to blame this is their physiotherapists, because it's how is it possible that there's only like 8 to 7 active players? Like, if it's due to COVID, then sadly to say, understand ko. But if it's due to injuries, then first of all, what the hell the players doing? Second of all, the physios. Like, we should also blame the back end, which is the physiotherapist, because if the physiotherapists don't do their job, then, like, if they do their job, then most of the players wouldn't get injured, diba? So at the same time, we have to blame the crew also for that. Like, bakit maraming masyadong injuries? It's either palpak ang kanilang game, that's one. The two factors, or palpak ang kanilang game and maybe mali ang landing, mali ang contact, or accidents happen. Fine by me, that's one. Pero two, like, it's fitness and physio. It's just simply that. Like, you have to build your body to be resistible. Unless you land on a twisted ankle, then tangina. Diba?
Yun nga. Isa rin sa mga gusto ko i-highlight this week na games kay Gordon Hayward, career high. He's balling ngayon, ma-feel ko na talaga na maging all-star sa this year. I have a great feeling talaga na maging all-star siya. Tapos ang gusto sa kanya say walang drama ba? If you want Gordon Hayward to be the fourth star of your team, it doesn't mind. Pero ngayon he's the main star of Hornets. And dark horse yata sila ngayon, knowing na Lamelo Ball still improving and Terry Rozier's back Also gusto ko rin magbigay ng love sa Dallas Mavericks. Luka Doncic scored again 30 points with another triple-double. Lima lang ang nakagawa niya sa under the age of 23 yata yun. 3 times si Luka Doncic nun. So it just shows how great Luka can be, and still andyan pa rin yung yung media good na yung lagi daw he isn't in shape, 'di ba? Pero in a way tama rin sila kasi si Jordan kay before siya yung natalo siya twice sa Pistons, kaya doon na talaga siya nag-start bulk up and train like a championship contender. Si LeBron kay grabe investment niya per year, 'di ba? Tig 1 million para sa kanyang body. So I hope Luka would take that jump na to train, be fit, and transition to that great all-star, all-NBA, to that superstar. Pero because superstar siya ngayon, pero he must be better than kay ngayon wala si di ba? Wala pa si Porzingis. But still the Mavs are winning. Just shows how great Luka is. So siguro before we proceed to our second question about the front runner natin sa front runner. Ay sige, before number 3 na lang tayo diretso before tayo mag number 2. Okay, we have great starts, we have awful starts in the NBA season right now. So, Kai, who do you think na para sa iyo who had a great start or an awful start? Siguro or both, a little bit both this season. Nakamute kaya ta kay?
Pwede pa repeat sa question?
Ano kay si ako na lang mag-start kay para ano. Kaya great and awful starts of the NBA season right now, number 3.
Okay.
Akin kay Atlanta Hawks, they had a great start, 'di ba? Pero ngayon kay awful na kay parang from winning 4 straight kay losing 4 straight. So si ikaw sa kay great start.
Siguro sa great start, I'm looking at this and siguro disappointed lang ako kay one of the games they lost is yung gibet ko pa sa Muko eh. But the great starting team is siguro Philadelphia. I mean, they're 7-2. They're 7-2, so ang total nila isa sa to nila napili katong gibet pa din na ako.
Against sa lahat ng odds ba, panalo ka na dapat nun.
Ay nako. And siguro ang awful start is I'd have to go with Wizards then because it's Beal, Westbrook, and they're not living up to their billing as siguro sana 12 team or pero they're at the bottom kasi so yeah, that is an awful start.
Ikaw David.
Awful start, obviously the Wizards, man. I mean 2-7, like what the hell? And then you have Russell Westbrook and Bradley Beal. You're supposed to so that's an awful start. But a great start. People aren't really saying much. Are the damn Phoenix Suns.
Yeah.
Like it's been a while since I've seen the Phoenix Suns in the top seed since 2006. Yung Mike D'Antoni days. Those were the days, man. Yeah, pero Mike D'Antoni days. So, I'm happy to see na parang kahit hindi masyado star caliber ang kanilang team. Yes, they have Chris Paul and Devin Booker, pero let's be honest, it's like looking at the rest of the roster, you're like, like it's decent, pero at least they're playing as a team. So, yeah, pero aside from yung disappointments din actually is if you think about it, the Nuggets. Kasi yes, they have Jokic, pero they're 3-5. And they were in the playoffs. They almost like they even beat the Clippers for freak's sakes. Like they let them choke. So it's kind of disappointing to see them there. Pero who knows? Like I said, the season is still long. Mahaba pang season. Mahaba pa. And speaking of mahaba, shout out to Lance. Big dick energy.
Shout out to Lance, we miss you. Sige, ang akin ang dalawa aking bad start, awful starts kay the Raptors and the Heat. The Raptors since nawala si Gasol and si Ibaka. Pascal Siakam since the bubble kay hindi na siya yung all-NBA self niya. Fred VanVleet's balling by, pero hindi na sila ganyan ka-deep unlike yung before. Still, at least nabigyan niya lang extension yung mga deserved ng extension like Anunoby and the others, but 2 years ago, they were the champs. Last year, they overachieved. And this year, nasa bottom seed sila. So, I'm not a Raptors fan siguro. Siguro nung NBA Live 2003 siguro, 2004 yung nasa Raptors si VC. Pero, not a fan. Pero, makasad lang na 2 years ago ma-remember mo yun kay, di ba, sa PRTC tayo, share lang ako kay David David during our review days may TV kasi sa front office sa parang secretary's room. Tapos meron din kami doon sa aming review room nagka-cutting class kami para tingin yung game 6 ba yun or game 5 yung tres ni Clay god. Remember ka to kay? Katong tres ni Clay tapos kami good, that's an awesome game. Tapos alright, sige. Also ang aking great start siguro. Let's show some love to the to the Indiana Pacers. Grabe ba eh? Lahat sila pwede sila maging Hindi ko natin alam sinong kanilang best player right now. Last week it was Sabonis. This week it was Malcolm Brogdon. So tapos parang hilumilom na si Victor Oladipo pero he's becoming himself again. Tapos kung nandiyan na si TJ Warren. Remember TJ Warren? Bubble Warren ba to, di ba? 50 points, maayo ka ayo. So,
Goat na daw siya, sabi nila.
Ansa?
Parang they were saying goat daw.
Kani. Si TJ Warren kay iba kanyang aura doon sa sa bubble. At lastly, kay ang full start ko is also the Miami Heat. Kay grabe ba Jimmy Butler is not himself right now. Siguro this might be time to trade for Harden. Charot. So tingnan natin. Anytime baka this week. Di ba ba? They're so quiet right now, di ba? Bottom seed sila ngayon, di ba?
Not just that, it's like siguro kung if a star player is off form like for a long time, like siguro trending na, try na yan with Harden. Parang ganyan.
Di ba? Okay, if they want to win right now, should press the button, man. Also, Jimmy Butler, kay as good as he is, he is not that kind of scorer, that kind of go-to guy that the Miami banks on. Okay, he's kind of a leader, siya, pero they need the scorer, they should go with James Harden. Pero alam ko si Kyrie kay kontra siya kay Tyler Hero man siya. Tyler Hero yung gusto. Alright. Okay. Let's proceed to our third question. Third or fourth.
Nag-skip ng second.
Tama. Second question natin. Sige, top 3 lang natin, guys. Any frontrunner of the top 3 MVP based on the first games sa NBA season. So siguro mo yung people in mind. So Kai, do you have any? Ikaw, sige, David. Ikaw.
It's really hard because like sige, Steph, not in particular order Steph, crap. No, it's hard because there's so many people just scoring 30 plus points out of nowhere, Manggod. So parang there's so many things to say.
Pero nice kay Steph kayong storyline siguro, no? Kinda nice kay Steph yung storyline.
They won't win the championship, that's for sure. But the storyline will be there. So, pero who knows? I might be wrong. Pero I don't really want to see Golden State win again. So I'm like, nah. Pero at the same time, I'm like, Steph is one, and then the other two, I'm still going to bank on KD. Kahit, on KD pa rin. And the other one is
How about LeBron, man?
No, like LeBron is just being a team player at this point, like making important nasabi natin sa mga first episode. I think the first episode na parang he's there lang to contribute. He's still the star player. He will score siguro 20-30 points, pero not like siguro kung 60 or 70. I think that's the day na parang super selfish na siya talaga.
Ilang kayo siya, bay? Kasi maabot ang Abdul-Jabbar.
Yeah. Feeling ko maabot talaga siya, bay. Pero if he can get there early if he goes selfish, but I think LeBron is not like that. I mean, the guy is like 34 yata. Yeah, 34 years old. He's what?
35. Check ko daw. Fact check.
Fact check. Sige. Let's check the whole day.
LeBron James age. 36 ba?
Yeah. There you go, 36. I mean, yeah, he just turned 36. December 31, I remember. So like, diba, 36. He's aging like fine wine, and the guy's physique looks like 36 years old, pero ang body is a 22-year-old, 23-year-old. So, yeah. So, pero I don't feel. Pero sige, let's put LeBron just for the sake of it. Parang ganyan. So, yeah.
Alright. Ikaw, Kai?
I think my front runner would be I'd have to go with Lillard by. Siguro it is depende din sa media na magod. The MVP award is always based on the media storyline, what they want to sell this season. Pero I'd like to see Damian Lillard win this award because siguro from the bubble performance up to the parang he's one of the few stars na loyal sa team nila ba, and he's really sticking out with the Trailblazers now. So I think I'd have to go with Lillard because siguro his game is also aesthetically pleasing. Then you have half court shots na few people will dare to take, and siguro he's the face of Portland kasi he's really the face of the Portland, and I'd like to see one of the loyal guys get the award
Uy,
for
ka-relate.
for a change.
Ah.
So, yun lang.
David, ano lagi yung mata ganyan, David? Nagsiga yung mata.
Hindi, no, it's another sport fact. Pero it's not really yeah.
Kai, sinong besides kay Lillard, top 3? Any?
Top 3 is Curry. There's no other offensive option on that team, so he's gonna have to take a lot of shots for that team. And siguro other is I'd have to go with Doncic. The things he's doing at his age is siguro I'd go as far as saying unprecedented, because he's really he's literally breaking records, and he might be MVP sooner rather than later.
Sabi to.
Pwede change na ko akong decision. Labay na ko si LeBron. Put back Doncic, man. I can't do my boy like that, man. My boy Luka.
Aboy Luka. Top 3 na ko in no particular order. Luka, Jokic, Trae Young. Siguro their game speaks for themselves.
I'm actually happy at your choices, by at least the long European. People are not really taking the Europeans seriously.
No?
And I mean, after Giannis, besides Giannis, nobody ba?
I think last European before Giannis is Dirk Nowitzki.
Yeah, Dirk. Si Dirk.
Nowitzki.
Oh, si Dirk.
Last kay Dirk, before kay Dirk.
Siguro, wait, I think Hakim Olajuwon.
No, not European.
I don't think he's European,
pero European, di ba?
Do African man si Hakim, bro.
Beta, pero foreign ko lang ginaisip.
European MVPs NBA.
I think
ayun natin malaman.
I think Dirk was the first.
Dirk baka, no?
I think Dirk was the first.
4 lang ba? Only 4 foreign MVP winners in NBA history. Besides kay Giannis. Giannis, Dirk, Steve Nash, Hakim. Wow, fact check. Alright. Sige.
So, si Dirk at si Giannis lang ang
European.
Ang mga European.
Left
So,
on ba
I would
lang
like to
mga
see another European win.
Wait, grabe ka underrated ni Steve Nash ba, no?
No, he's not. What do you mean underrated? Are you serious, man?
He has 2 MVPs, so I don't think he's underrated.
Dude, he has 2 MVPs, so I don't think he's underrated.
Sige, hindi underrated ang siguro underappreciated.
Oh, diba? Yeah.
Boy, ma-emotional yun ba if ever ka na makakita ko mga Steve Nash na mga...
Dude, he's like the better version ni John Stockton, if you put it that way.
No, I don't think so. Stockton Stockton was a better defender, man. I mean, Steve Nash.
Stockton won an MVP by?
Huh? I mean,
Debate.
I mean,
Charot. Save that for another time, right?
Good skills by
Diba?
5,000 more assists, and so.
Yeah. The hater galing ni Steve Nash.
Hindi man ako hater, pero I think you're putting too much. Siguro Stockton is siguro point guard by the original point guard, but so no Stockton disrespect here.
Sige ba, with all due respect with Stockton, Steve Nash by changed the game by more influence in the game. So fuck you, Kyrie. Sige.
The influence ni Stockton ang game.
May na choppy si Kyrie karon kay hindi facts ang kanyang ginasabi ngayon. Sige, let's proceed to the next question, mga boys. To our fourth question before we proceed to the debate. All right. Quick. Top 3 duo right now. Any? Quick lang. Ikaw, Kai.
Siguro AD LeBron because LeBron.
Ano sa daw?
Ay, choppy.
Kay, medyo choppy ka, Kai.
Choppy ka, bro.
Medyo choppy ka. Oo.
Feel ako sa...
Sige, David. Ikaw sa David. Balik na kay Kyrie.
Sige. Shockingly to say, Harden Ward.
Harden
Ward.
Oh, okay.
Okay, Harden Ward. Sino pa? Sino ba yung mga... Yeah, AD LeBron as usual. And then, Tatum Brown.
Tatum Brown. Same ba? Ikaw, Kai.
Hello, okay na ba?
Okay na, okay na.
Okay na.
I have to go with LeBron and AD. I mean, they've already proven it because they won a championship already. Hello.
Padayon.
I think siguro in a way, I still believe the Kawhi Paul George duo. I mean, siguro it's the wing
Patawad lang na
defense
bid.
kasi siguro and if they're really clicking, they're gonna really click. And the third one siguro Giannis
Middleton.
and Middleton.
Ganun. Slept on sila ba? Slept on. Ako kay Jaylen Brown, Tatum, Kyrie, KD, if ever, sa ilang best games siguro. And siguro hindi ko nasala ang LeBron Davis, given naman na. So, ang sabihin ko, Trae Young and John Collins, isa sa mga top scorers ngayon as a duo. So, yeah, shoutouts to them. Alright, before we proceed to the debate, any blockbuster trade prediction, siguro any lang good, like, siguro randomly, ma-shock na lang pa na nag-trade na. Hindi pala isa sa mga choices ni Harden ang ma-trade for him. So, David, do you have any?
Timberwolves. Like, I'm just spitting out random shit. I'll just say like Grizzlies or Timberwolves just for the sake of entertainment. Parang ganyan.
Sana Edwards for let go nila sa Edwards.
Oh, bye.
Banga kayong karon? Banga kayong Bulls karon ba?
Banga kayo ba? Like, they're just unwatchable, man.
Ako ba feel ko si Collins, trade nila, maging trade asset si Collins because besides na wala nila gisignan ng extension si Collins.
Bitaw, no?
Kay merong locker room ngayon na problema with Collins. Nagreklamo siya about kay Triang. Pero they're still friends though. Pero, there's a reason bakit wala siya gi-extend. So, who knows, diba? And siguro Harden, kahit happy na si Harden, in a way, happy daw tingnan with the Rockets. Kaya ma-trade talaga si Harden by like anytime ma-trade na siya. Or,
kailan ba ang deadline?
Tagal ba? February pa. Pero still, any blockbuster trades can happen. Ikaw, Kai?
Siguro I'd like Kevin Love in Cleveland. Siguro it's a good way to end his career na malipat na siya to a championship contender.
Team.
And I think he's one of the more parang forgotten na players na ba. I mean, we forget how dominant he was in Minnesota, how instrumental he was sa sa Cleveland championship. But I'd like to have him finish a career sa championship contender ba.
Oh, actually. Pero feeling ko na ang mahirap lang yan kayo kanyang contract ba?
I mean, Westbrook has been traded and his contract was more
tama.
burdensome ba. So, if there's a will, there's a way.
Bitaw. Tapos, okay mo din ngayon ng Cavs na backcourt of Sexland. So, tingnan natin. So, hopefully din parang feel ko crowded sila kasama si Drummond doon. So, yeah. All right. So, the best part of this podcast is up next. So, tingnan natin kung sino nanalo. The defending champion, Kyrie the Chavez by I Was Robbed. Or the contender, the Johnny freaking Pampa. So, itipin ko kayo dalawa. So, ready na mo sa up of a lifetime.
Whatever happens.
All out dapat mo. Okay.
Sa mukha
Alright, sige.
Mura jug na cash prize mo, all out.
Heads or tails?
Tails ko ba
Ikaw, David, heads.
Obviously, I could choose tails, so heads.
Baka gusto niya mag-debate sa tails. Lol. Anyways, kung tails ang kay siya magpili kung sino mauna. Okay ba?
Yeah.
Kung tails
like, whatever lands.
Kayo mag-pick. Okay. Ready? Heads or tails? Okay, tapos na pala. So, tails. So, Kai, sinong gusto mo mauna?
Wait lang ba yan? Siguro ako lang mauna.
Ka mauna. So, alright, sige. Dito tayo ngayon sa B-side. Init ang venue natin. So, mag-ingay, oh. Alright. Sige. This is a not-so-debated our fun segment every week. Yun, nag-unleash the pampalish. Nanood na dyan si David, the veteran. So, alright. So, at our right or left ba kung ano, at the other side, the challenging the champion. He representing was a football Formula One show, Eat, Sleep, and Breathe podcast. Give it up for Johnny freaking Pampa. Any shout outs, bro?
Shout out to all of Lance's chicks.
Akala ko sabihin, no, shout outs to all the flat earthers. This
Pwede
is for
din.
you guys. Sige.
Pala. Si Kyrie man yun.
Ay, oo. Kay Kyrie din na shoutout. Sige, on the other side, representing the basketball zen, Ate News and all these organizations in Ateneo. So itong ESSF, give it up for Mr. World B Flat himself, Kyrie, the champion. Woo! Shout out
Taga 10 years di ay ka Kyrie.
Yeah.
Oh, bye. Siya si Kuya News. Charot. Sige. We will have certain topics, 3 rounds natin ngayon kaya para ma-extend ang ating debate after those 30 seconds openings. So, on our first, sige, hindi natin patatagalin si Kyrie ang unang mag-uusap ngayon. So, ang first natin na debate topic, so who will have a better career after that game, di ba? Nakita natin. Lamelo Ball or Lonzo Ball. So, Kai, game. Ay, wait lang. Sorry.
Nalimutan ng timer. Unsa man ni si host
Ready
to eh.
Alright. Ready. Kyrie, game.
When I think of career, I'm thinking of championships, and siguro and thinking about this, Lonzo has a better floor, but I think Lamelo, if he reaches potential, has a higher ceiling. Pero when I'm thinking of these two players, Lonzo is a more plug and play candidate na you can put him around anywhere and is better. It's gonna be great. And for Lamelo, I don't think it's still a lot of question marks. He's still a rookie, pero we'll wait and see.
Time. All right, next. So, okay, malupit na first round. Okay, let's go with Johnny Pampa. Let's go in 3, 2, 1, go.
Well, Lamelo is the youngest player to score a triple-double. That already says a lot. And then he doesn't have the pressure like Lonzo has. Lonzo has been throwing bricks when he was still at the Lakers. He's already how many years in the NBA? He hasn't made an impact. Yes, with the Pelicans, he's there, but he hasn't made a impact in that team. It's Zion. And at the end of the day, na parang Lamelo has a lot of assists and great percentage, but it's still early.
All right,
On
Kyrie,
time.
any rebuttals, Kyrie?
Siguro it's unfair to put distinctions how the Lonzo Lakers sucked because I mean he was under immense pressure sa management na with LeBron, with you need to win championships now and the constant trade rumors. So I think it's unfair to put it under sa kay same Lamelo because the Hornets have no expectations whatsoever. And also I think people forget that Lonzo is the superior defender compared to Lonzo, and defense is as much as important as offense. So I think with Lamelo, I think the problem is effort, but for Lonzo, I think he's the more established defender. He's already one of the best defensive point guards in the NBA. And siguro, yeah, offense is more glamorous, but with defense, I think right now their current states, I take Lonzo kasi I think with the Pelicans, he doesn't have to score. They've got Zion, they've got Ingram, and with the Hornets, I think sa start ng season, Lamelo was parang nabangko siya ba playing of 15 minutes. But siguro I'd go with Lonzo right now because his game is more versatile. He's more of a plug and play player, and yeah, the defense really gets me kasi you need to stop players, and siguro scoring comes and goes pero the defensive effort should always be there. And I don't think na nandiyan kay Lamelo because yeah, he's a rookie.
All right. Ikaw, David, any rebuttals to that?
I wouldn't really call him a rookie in the NBA because yes, he's his first year, obviously, so that's called a rookie. But he already has experiences around the world, through Lithuania, through Australia, and at the same time, getting those experience around the world can build up his game. He didn't have like, and he's the number 3 draft pick. Then mas mataas pa siya kay Lonzo. Yes, Lonzo arrived 5th in the draft pick through the Lakers. But the thing is, with regards to Lamelo, he was a priority to Charlotte, and no pressure on him at the same time. Yes, he has. He didn't score in the first games, and konti lang ang scores, and they were unlooking him. Pero if you really give the dedication to Lamelo, yeah, he can defend and he can really be fundamental for the Charlotte for the Charlotte Hornets. And if you look at the Hornets right now, where they are, yes, they are 10th right now. That is true. Pero he can still, like I said, it's still early. Pero he could still grow, and already becoming the first ever breaking the record of the youngest to score a triple double already says a lot about him. And we also have to state the fact that it's because of his experiences abroad he became a better player than maybe even than his older brothers.
Kai?
Yo,
Ano continual rebuttal naman or one rebuttal
Oh.
I think
each?
I think
Kung
one
gusto
rebuttal
niyo.
each. I think one rebuttal each is enough. I think it's gonna be dragging na kasi pag sobra na.
So, okay na.
Or ano,
Okay
or
na kayo
kamo.
na. Kung agree, kung okay naman sa inyong mga statements.
No, I'm okay. I'm okay with it.
Yeah, I think I'm okay too.
Alright, a lot of stock by the defending champion. Sige. Alright,
Sa
second,
mukha sa trash
ano.
talk ko eh.
So, kamo na bahala sa sequence sa pagrebata. So, ako kay mag-referee lang ko. Okay, to the next. Tignan natin. Who will have a better season? Damian Lillard or Stephen Curry?
Ako first, di ba?
Yeah, ikaw first.
Siguro, start na ako. Ino akong start na.
Dame sa'yo, Kai.
Yeah, and ano,
No,
ino
he
lang ako
says
sa
the timer ba?
The timer ba?
Okay. Akala ko sabi mo. Okay, ready? 3,
Sa
2, 1, go.
Siguro when I think of season, I'm thinking of how much and how far can you reach the playoffs. And siguro Lillard will definitely have a better season in that regard because the Portland is complete. And siguro the only thing Curry can hope to achieve is stats for this season because I don't think na they're gonna be a real contender sa playoffs. And siguro people forget that Portland reached the Western Conference Finals
5.
and the Warriors it only has Curry and Green.
All right. David, ready? Sorry. 3, 2, 1, go.
Yes, stat-wise, Steph is way superior than Dame, but at the same time, he's carrying the whole team to the 5th place. While the Blazers have McCollum, they have Carmelo Anthony. So, surely hindi ka maka-do better in the Western Conference standings. But the thing is, Steph, if he does more than 30 points, he could literally carry the team with his physique. And at the same time, he could just do better in the sige. That was bad. Sige. Rebuttal Rebuttal na Kyrie.
Rebuttal, siguro it would be a stretch to consider Curry to be miles better than Lillard because I think percentages wise, I think they're only 1 or 2 percentage points better kay Curry and Curry is better sa kay Lillard. Pero when it comes to think about it, Curry has had the opportunity to play with the biggest stars like Durant, Thompson in all his career. And for Lillard, I think Curry is experiencing right now what Lillard felt through all these years. And siguro it's fun to watch because finally, siguro aside from the 62-point game, I think Curry was in a way on his way to becoming parang I'd hate to say this word parang irrelevant good parang not irrelevant pa is too harsh but parang is taking in the back seat na sa sa NBA spotlight because the spotlight right now is in siguro let's say Lakers or Suns or Mavs. But right now, aside from that 62-point game, I haven't really. The last thing I remember is Warriors was Oubre being 0 for the first few games. So it speaks to how much the quality of the team the Warriors is. And siguro sa Blazers, Lillard is continually being consistent, and we haven't even seen the parang yung bubble and pre-bubble Lillard na he was really lighting it up. So I'm really looking forward to that, and siguro that is why I'm picking Lillard to having a much better season because he has help, and having no help is good for single game stats like 62 points, yeah, but in the long run, it's a long season. You're gonna get tired, and yeah, I think Lillard with all the help is gonna be better, and his team's gonna be reaching the playoffs farther than Curry and the
Okay.
Warriors.
Ikaw, David, do you
All
have
right.
any rebuttals?
Of course, I have a rebuttal, malamang. The thing is, if Obreda did it, wasn't part of the Warriors, why the Warriors would have been second with regards to the percentage of 3 points thanks to Steph Curry himself. Kung wala sila Wiggins or Obre. At the same time, why are you like disrespecting the guy who literally led the Warriors to 3 to 4 championships? And the fact that in this season he's learning. Yes, you're true that you said that. Yes, he's learning that from Dame that he has to carry the team alone, but he's doing it spectacularly. Scoring 30 plus points in and actually carrying and winning the games. And the fact that si Steph Mangod has in the history of the NBA is the greatest, in my opinion, the GOAT three-pointer along but he's competing with Kyle with ano yan? Si Clay, not Kyle, sorry, Clay. Sometimes I get confunded, sorry. So with Clay Thompson. Pero for me kasi si Steph, yes, it's a learning curve for him, pero the learning curve is really approaching him very fast, and the fact that he doubted, like he showed his doubters and his haters that he could still bring a how do you say this, a crappy Warriors to the fifth seed of the Western Conference, and this is his redemption year after 1 year of injury. So imagine mo after 1 year of injury still being able to score those kind of stats and points. I think Dame Lillard wouldn't even do that if he was after he comes back from let's say, I'm not wishing any ill to Dame Lillard, pero let's say if Dame Lillard had a year injury, I think he wouldn't even do the same stats and legit bring, how do you say this, Portland somewhere or anything. Siguro kung wala siya, it will be McCollum or Carmelo that will take care of it. Parang ganyan. So yeah.
All right. Sige. So, very, very heated. Very close one actually. Very close one na. So, tingnan natin kung ano mangyari sa third round. So, siguro lagyan ko ng limit ang rebuttals okay, para mas marami ating rebuttals. So, plano ko is, di ba, opening statements are 30 seconds. So, the rebuttals will be also 30 seconds each. So,
Okay, sige.
Fiko ang ating ngayon, ang ating third round kay Fiko, it's a really tough debate. Okay, daghan kay Lakers, but
Sa mukha sa 30 seconds lang pa dyan.
Oh, bye. Pero if ever after ni Johnny Pampa kay pwede gyapon ka mag-rebut kay para mas dagan natong rebuttals. So, yeah.
Okay. So hindi lang one ang limit.
Sige. All right. So, ang third natin na question, dapat all out na dito sa third kasi ito yung mga very gisuot na wala kay ano dira kay Lakers na
Lakers na merch. Wala kay. Ay, wala mo sa balay karon ba sa anong karon sa
Asa ka?
Sa apartment.
Alright. Sige. Sige, ready 30 seconds, Kyrie with the Lakers, Johnny Pampa with the Boston Celtics. So who is the better franchise? So 30 seconds with 30 seconds rebuttals. The following subsequent shit starts now. Kyrie.
Siguro when Lakers they speak to a culture by the Showtime Lakers by a fast break basketball. And siguro I'd say this na 1980 onwards we simply have been the dominant team compared sa Celtics. I will not be discounting Bill Russell's championship, but with regards to the modern era, better players, better physics, Lakers win it by.
3, 2, 1. Okay, 30 seconds with the Celtics. Starts now.
So 17 championships. We stayed in one city, unlike the Lakers who were in Minneapolis first, that they only won 12. So it's not really a legit franchise because there were 2 city franchises. It's not one. And at the same time, Red Archibald changed the game of basketball. Yes, Showtime this and Showtime that, but without Red
Ten.
Archibald, basketball wouldn't be the same. And at the same time, Boston
5.
Celtics have a tradition of winning because
Oh,
of one city and the culture that they have as a city.
9.
So yeah.
All right. Kyrie, rebuttal starts now.
Siguro by when you come to think of it, Celtics have 4 championships since 1980, and siguro sa
Oh.
Lakers by they have 8. So I think that's double. I'm thinking of 8 lang. So in the modern times by siguro Celtics and their 1960s dynasty, I think I'd say na it can't compare to what's today sa competition, sa level of
5,
physicality. I think the Lakers
2,
championships,
1.
bear more weight.
Time. David, ready? Go.
But the thing is, the Lakers spend more money. Yes, they won same championships as us, but most of our players are homegrown and
Oh!
well drafted picks. So at the same time, we build our championship, not we buy our championship. At the same time, those 17 championships have been built and not bought
Oh! Okay.
with star players. So at the same time, at time na ba?
5. 5 pa, 5.
Okay. Anyway, sorry. Kasi akala mo nasabi mo time, so nawala kang discourse tayo.
All right, Kyrie, any rebuttals?
It's
Start
funny.
na.
It's funny when talking about bot championship. It's not our problem that we built great culture by. It's not our, and also by one of the more annoying teams by the 2008 Boston Celtics by they celebrate like they won 10 championships when in fact it's only one. Plus, it's really annoying by. It's really really annoying, and yun lang. I think it's not bad that we build culture and players want to come to
5.
us to win.
Oh, feel ko nag-strike
Okay.
yun ng move ni David.
Di na, last na ako to na rebuttal.
Sige, David, rebuttal. Go.
Okay, you might think we've been living in 2008, yes, but at least we cherish our championships, not like, oh, there's another championship, okay, next season, and ganyan. The thing is, yes, we haven't been the same team as the modern days, but at the same time, our culture is still there. We haven't compromised anything. At the same time, I didn't have a season that I didn't reach the playoffs for how many years. So at least I was in the playoffs for the past 10 years. When you came back, and then LeBron was even out of the playoffs. So at the same time, we've been consistent.
Kyrie, wala ka na i-rebut? Sure ka?
Wala.
Wala na. Sige. Woo, that was a tough one, man. That was a tough one. Sige. Nag-ano ko dito actually. Nag-score ako dito.
Yawa.
Wow.
I took this seriously by kaya sige. Ang first round, hello. Sorry. Ang first round by
Lamig manggod.
Lonzo
So,
versus
naganagay ulit
Lamelo.
dali?
Kyrie with Lonzo and David with Lamelo. Okay man ang ano nyo? You said good points. Pero I have to give the first round to David. Kasi yung na-point out niya na marami na napuntahan si Lamelo has the advantage than Lonzo. Tapos, yun. Alright. Ang second is Lillard versus Steph. Actually kay David na sana. Pero ko kay Kyrie nung sabi niya na yung ginagawa ngayon ni Steph dati pa yung ginagawa ni Lillard. So, I gotta give the second round to my boy Kyrie here. So, ang third round, which was the most heated round hindi ko magsumbagay na kayo kung magkasabi ni Kyrie living in 2008. So, okay. Ang third round ako you both said good points. Legit. There were burns, like solid burns. Pero ang pinaka nag-outstand talaga sa akin yung pagkasabi ni David na you built ang champions ng champions Celtics. So I'm gonna give this one to David. So the new wait lang. Wala pa tayo Ano yung title sa championship na the TBZ World Heavyweight Champion Johnny freaking Pampa David Abella. So sige, wait kasi shoutouts before we end this podcast. So any shoutouts to the Kyrie?
Shout out lang sa mga flat earthers by the world is not flat by stop believing in that stuff by Please, it's just a joke. So most of it.
Yeah. Quote by the Mr. Flat B World himself. Ikaw, David.
Alright, so sige. First of all, shout out sa mga cross-potters right there. Thank you. Like cross-courters are out there. Thank you so much for giving us support. Don't forget, guys, to click that red button. If it's still red, click it. What are you waiting for? And click also the bells for notifications. We do this every week for the Basketball Zen and for Jules podcast. I don't know when does he release it.
This week,
Everyone,
balik
but you'll see us every weekend. That's for sure. And obviously, shout out to the Eat Sleep Repeat Football Show. Shout out to Tito J and the rest of the gang. Mababawi tayo. Yan na lang sabihin ko. And obviously, shout out also to my show, the What's Up Football Formula One show for motorsport news and international football or soccer news. Parang ganyan. So, and obviously, me and Jewel have this mutual thing. Shout out to Against the World. I'm cooking up something. Jewel
Next
is
week,
cooking
mag-guest
up.
sila sa amin. Mag-guest siya sa
Yeah,
podcast.
Jewel is Jewel is cooking up something. So I'm happy. I'm excited that our merch would be out sooner or later. So make sure you visit their Instagram, their Facebook, and their Twitter. So that is Against the WRLD, Against the World. So shout out to Joe and to Glenn.
Alright. Shoutouts to Joe and Glenn's Against the World. They will be one of my guests next week sa around Jan 20 ata. Sa mga nag-set na kami ng schedule. We will promote locals, talk about anything under the sun. And David, ano yan? Hell in a Cell yung background mo. Kampali. So, shoutouts kay Kyrie and David. Close yun ng close para sa akin. I hope na nandito si Lansky para mas maging accurate yung pag-judge, pero based lang sa akong own opinion. Kay naisip ko rin kasi before parang unfair man kinatalo ni Kyrie. Ay pero si David mo nag-vote sa akin against last week, so siguro meron akong hatred sa inyo both, so feel ko ako may right ako na mag-judge. So yeah.
Because like I had a feeling that you would screw me because ako pa yung nag-judge sa mo ka last last week.
I'm unbiased by, all right. Sige, also special shout out to the cross pod. We will have mag-schedule na balik ng mga new guests. So abangan for new. Ang pinaka-last namin is na-guest Dinko Bautista and Miguel Competente if you want to learn about NBA investing cards. So check that out. Also special shout outs to siguro everyone in 2021. Hopefully this year will be better. Hopefully this year would be something we can really remember in a good way, not unlike 2020. And shout outs kay Lance. See you next week, Lance. And nasuya ko ba kay nag-new prof pic si Lance, tas ako nag-new prof pic din. Tas like similar post yata kami. Tas akin ka like it only had 80 likes. Lance kay like 300 likes with a
I-like na ko ba? I-like na ka profile ba para.
It's the big dick energy.
The big dick energy. Gani. Sige. Yun yung disadvantage akin kay decent lang dun akin. Big. Decent thing. So, all right. Okay, shout out to everyone who is listening to this podcast. We will flash again. We will flash the bets namin this week. Hopefully, Kyrie will make up at least makapanalo siya kahit isa lang this week. So, to end, embrace the day, people.